we would need to dramatically fall off, and they would need to show a level of form that they haven't shown for the last year when it comes
You
to
know, it only
City.
takes one result for this narrative to change, innit?
No, it doesn't, bro.
Not for me or
Coming out,
Egal, though.
hang
Maybe
on a
for
minute.
other
Earlier
people.
on in the stream, Egal, we was talking about why other fans dislike us and why other fans think we're this and this and this. Well, when you're coming out with statements about winning the league in January, that's one of the reasons why.
No, but DJB, when I'm giving
No,
actual,
that is one of the reasons why.
okay, say that. But at the same time, if I'm giving you a real fact, which is
I'm giving you a fact, and I'm giving you another fact. No team has won the league by January. Not even the great Man City teams. Man City is 6 points behind us.
Liverpool under
6
Klopp,
points behind us, by the way.
Liverpool under Klopp won the league before.
They're not 12,
the
they're
new
not
year.
10. They're 6 points
They did.
behind us.
Liverpool under Klopp, they won the league before COVID happened, which was around January.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, I'm not sitting here saying guaranteed we're going to win the league before January. I'm just sitting here saying Liverpool, when they won the league last year, they had 4 defeats. This season, they already have 4 defeats. Man City, when they won the league last, they had 3 defeats. City right now have 3 defeats.
Right. Okay.
It does get to a point where you look at your opponent.
We've also been in this situation,
they are
where this
putting themselves
manager
in too
has
much of a
been
hole.
8-9 points clear in the league and they've not got over the line.
Not
So
9.
there's-
I know, but this is
not
not
9 points.
DJB, this is not the same
It's
City.
never 9 points.
City right now is a one-man team. Erling Haaland scores or nobody else scores, really and truly. You look at Liverpool. Liverpool have a crisis on all 3 phases of football. They can't defend, they can't score goals, and their midfield is disjointed.
Yeah, I'll take your point on that. But we have Erling Haaland don't score. Who's our goal scorer then?
Bro, we have a team, a collective. Do you not realize, DJB, outside of Erling Haaland,
goals in open play? Egal, doesn't that concern you?
DJB, what's worse is a one-man team that scores 11 goals and everyone else has 1 goal. At least, bro, you don't understand that Zubimendi has more goals than 90% of everybody in that City team.
How many goals has Zubimendi scored then?
2, and he has more goals than everybody in that City.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. That's fantastic. Brilliant. 2
is that not impressive?
It is impressive. No,
Erling Haaland can't.
No, but what I'm questioning you with from Egal, what you don't realise is you've come out with that accusation, right? We've just had a conversation during this panel, and we all agreed that whilst we are scoring set pieces, then that's fine. And we all said if we go through the season scoring set pieces, winning 1-0, and we win a trophy, fantastic. But all of our concerns is that we've got to improve other areas in the pitch, and you just said it as well. Our attacking third has got to improve. Now, because if the set pieces dry up and all teams get injuries and we get injuries and the set pieces dry up, then there's a problem because we're not looking threatening enough from other areas.
Okay, but DJB, this is my concern with Arsenal.
You're looking at other teams being out of form at the moment. But that's what you're basing it on.
1 second. I understand you want to look internally and look at your own improvements, but at the same time, you have to look at what's going on right now and say to yourself, this Arsenal team right now, even though we haven't been scoring the ridiculous goals, we are the 2nd most goals in the league. We've conceded 3 goals. You look at the next closest to us, they've conceded 7. We don't need to score as many goals as everyone makes out when we're conceding way less goals than everybody else. We can win more close games because of the strength of our defense.
October, 9 games.
No, but DJB, you have to understand our opponents is who we're facing. As much as you think it's an internal issue,
you think, all right, let's ask you another question. And on your heart, with the experience of Pep and all those players at Man City, Liverpool, all those players at Liverpool and what they've signed and everything else, and they've got over the line last season in the Premier. Do you honestly think that their bad form is going to continue right the way through the season?
Yes, DJB. You want to know why? Because consistency is key. You can't win the league in the first 9 games, but you can lose it. And in my opinion, the form that Liverpool are on, they've already lost it. They don't have the level of consistency to show me that they're going to go on and kick on and win this league. I think they've already lost it.
And you think Man City is going to carry on all through the season, not be a threat. They're going to tail off, and by January, it's all going to be over.
DJB, as for City, until somebody else steps up and shows me they can help Haaland to win this league, Arsenal's not going to lose to a one-man team. I'm
So
sorry.
who's our rival? Who's the
Our
biggest
rival,
threat to
our rival is
to-
our
to-
own
to the
internal
league?
demons. That's it.
Bournemouth,
Our
Bournemouth.
rival is Arsenal.
No, but which team
Bournemouth.
is the biggest threat to Arsenal winning the league to you? In your mind?
Arsenal. Nobody else.
No, but
Arsenal's
I mean,
our biggest threat.
what in the Premier League? Who's the team that you're more worried about? You think that
Nobody. It's ourselves. Simple. Nobody else.
so there's no
I
team
agree- I
there's
agree
no
with
other
Egal.
team
There
that you
is
think can win
no
the league.
other Premier League team.
I
Let's
agree.
not forget, yeah, this Arsenal team, not last year, the year before, got the most wins in the club's history and got 89 points, 1 point less than the Invincibles, and scored the most goals in Arsenal's history as well. More
And,
goals.
and
than
what
the
trophy
Invincibles.
did that bring?
I'm just saying. So this team has shown they can get up to that level of points.
And the
My point
manager's
is-
also
point is-
also shown that he when the on the pressure
Only
in
turn it on Arteta now.
semi-finals.
Why do we need to turn it on
And
Arteta?
Yeah,
For this
because
season-
it's a fact. It's a
For
fact.
this season, if we get
You're
89
ignoring- but you're
points,
ignoring the
if we get
fact
any-
that
if we get 89 points, we
get over
beat.
the line.
A
Have
lot
you
of
know the
you lot
point,
are cuts,
DJ?
man.
You
A lot of you lot are cuts.
What I'm saying is the
One
question
sec, one
mark.
at a time. One at a
Let's
time.
get him.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Arteta's not improved this season before we go down that line, but you only have to look at the facts. And whilst it's all going well at the moment, there are still question marks when the going gets tough and in big moments. The manager has failed to get us over the line. That's why we
You know
haven't
what?
won anything. So
All
the
right, all right.
question
One
marks
thing.
are still there.
Can I just say one thing? I see Egal's point, right? I'm not going to write them off. Liverpool have got a great squad. They won it last year. They got the experience, but losing 4 games in the first, they lost 4 games all season last year. We lost 4 games. You know, you can't really lose 4 games at your first
I think it
9
was
and
3
expect
they
to go on
lost
and win the
in the
league.
Premier League
That's a
last
fair
year.
point. Manchester City, Haaland scored 11 goals. The next top scorer has scored 1. I get that. If the goals dry up like they did against Aston Villa, you expect them to not be up there. So I get the point. You can't write them off. But also for Arsenal, it's not just 9 games or 13 games. This is 3 years or 4 years. 22-23, we challenged for the title. We bottled it. 23-24, like Positive Dan says, 89 points, most goals scored. We didn't win it because there was an incredible Manchester City team in the league that season.
That's
that
no
did a
longer
treble.
there.
Right? Liverpool last season obviously walked the league. We had mad injuries last season. Cool, if you don't want to mention it, but it hindered our season. We still got to a semi-final of a Champions League and finished second, which isn't good enough. I'll admit that. We didn't win a trophy. But this hasn't just been building from this first 9 games. Arteta's been building this project for 5-6 years. We've been up there for the last 3-4 years. And now we're seeing us showing form of being the best team in the league. And yeah, I'm glad other teams are falling away. You know, I'm glad Liverpool are losing games and City are losing games because I don't want it to come down to, you know, March, April, May, and it's 1-2 points in it. I'd rather be 15, 20 points clear. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not writing them off, but I understand these points. Right now, we look the most complete team in the league. Okay, attacking wise, we can improve. I 100% agree. But it's
So
looking
can
good.
everybody.
And while we're looking around, there's no one that I understand the point of no one really looks like they're gonna challenge us for the title right now. If we
Here's
keep
the
up this
thing,
form,
And
they
you
keep
know
up
how
this
I know
form,
DJB
that's how it
agrees with
looks.
me?
What
The way I
if-
know
what if
DJB
Haaland's
agrees with
goals
me,
dry up?
whenever we mention title rivals, you always mention internal issues. You never tell me why they're so scary. The reality is, this is not the same old City. I was speaking to a City fan earlier today. If City need a goal today versus Newcastle like they did a couple years ago, you're not going to get Kevin De Bruyne giving it to Oscar Bob. It's basically Erling Haaland or nobody else. I don't see Phil Foden stepping up to that level.
Listen,
I don't
I
see
agree
Mahrez
that
stepping up
City
to
and
that
Liverpool
level.
are not the same as what they have been previous. But what I'm trying to say is
That's who we're facing.
we have to keep it kind of level because the moment we try and get overconfident and disrespect other teams and write other teams and think, oh, we're going to go into this and we're going to win and we're going to do this and that is when the problems start.
I think that's
All I'm
only for the
saying-
players, not
There's a
that's
difference between
DJB. That's for the
DJB,
players, not
there's
for
a
the
difference
fans.
between disrespect and the actual reality in front of our eyes. City do not lose more than 3 games to win a league. Liverpool cannot lose more than 4 games to lose a league. We have already in 3 games this only 2 games this season where we've dropped points across all competitions. Both City and Liverpool have already lost way more than we did last season in the league. So I'm not necessarily looking at them and saying all of a sudden they're just going to switch a magical gear and flip and turn into this super team. They have to gradually improve to a point where they can get that consistency. And I think it's a long season, and throughout the season we have a lot more margin for error than they do. They drop 1 or 2 more games, you could say their season's potentially done.
So
In
you're
the
not,
Premier League
you're
game
not, you're not
before the
worried about
international break,
any.
by
You're
the
not
way,
worried
Liverpool
about
play
any.
Manchester City.
Yeah.
Liverpool
Yeah,
play
we've got to
City.
play
Next
Right?
them.
So
week,
we
We've
play
yeah.
got to play them
Sunderland.
in April, I
We were to
think.
beat
Away at
Burnley
the
and
Etihad.
Sunderland and not get ahead of ourselves, right? But if we do, right,
We
we
win the
should
league
be
up there.
expected to win those 2 games. Yeah.
Hmm.
And say Manchester City and Liverpool both win their fixture this weekend. They then play each other the next weekend. So minimum will be 6 points clear of City or 7 clear of Liverpool. If City win that game, we could be 10 clear. Do you know what I mean? Like that is the landscape right now if we do our job. So it's not crazy to say that we're just looking at ourselves. So it's not crazy to say at all that we are the only
I'm not
reason we
saying
can win
that,
this
but it
league.
is
Us and
crazy to
injuries.
say that the league can be won in January. I'm sorry. I'm
not
sorry.
saying the league is going to be guaranteed one. Obviously,
I'm just,
mathematically, it can't
you
be
know,
won.
it's
But
just,
what I'm telling you is, if the league might not be won, but it can be lost. And I'm saying City and Liverpool look closer to losing the league at this moment in time than they do winning it. That's the facts. Based on how they've been performing.
Let's
let me
bring
ask
in.
you another question, in Egal. What is it that you think the reasons why we may not win the league? Can you see any reasons why
There
we
is
don't win?
no reason.
No reason.
There's no individual reason why we're not going to win this league. Not because Erling Haaland.
No injuries, no nothing. What about if
There is
key players
nothing.
got injured? Because we've
There
just
is-
been arguing over like who's
there
the
is
strongest
zero-
team in the
There
Carabao
is
Cup.
zero excuses on why Arsenal should lose this league. We have the best defense. We have the squad depth, even with injuries, to manage it. When it comes to lack of goals, guess what? We don't need to win 3-1. We don't need to win 2-0.
So on that basis, then why we shouldn't be worried about what team plays tomorrow in the Carabao Cup, because they're all as equal as one another, and it doesn't matter if the first team is stronger than
Hey,
just.
you haven't
strong,
asked me
it
about the
doesn't matter.
Carabao Cup. You haven't asked me about the Carabao Cup.
No, I'm just saying a bit. You're saying about squad. What I'm saying about if we get certain injuries to certain players. So if Rice was out injured, or Saliba was out or Gabriel was out
Arteta find a
injured,
solution like you
and
did in the
things
past.
like that, you're not worried at all throughout the season if they get any injuries that it's going to weaken our team and our chances.
No,
of winning the Premier League.
because we have a squad and we have to utilize it to help us win, regardless what the injuries are. At this moment in time, I think every single one of you guys have said there's no excuses, but all of a sudden you're trying to find a reason why we can't win the league. Everyone here probably knows we are in the best position.
It's
We are in
not
the best
finding
position to go and win it.
excuses. I'm just saying you got to look at the whole thing.
What
When
is the
when you're
picture?
going for a league, everything has to be in place perfectly.
100%. And you know what's falling into place? Manchester City are not as good. Liverpool is not as good. Our closest competition at this moment in time is Bournemouth and Sunderland. And obviously they're not going to beat us to the league. So I'm looking around and I'm saying to myself, Arsenal, go ahead and run away with it. And come the end of the season when we do win it and we potentially run away with it, no one's going to sit here and say, oh, well, we ran away with it. Our competition wasn't good enough. They're going to say, good job. You guys did your job for the first time in 3 years. And I don't think our issue over the last couple of years has necessarily been that the manager's the issue. I always thought it was the personnel. Now that we have the personnel, guess what? This team still has another level to go. Go get me a left winger in the summer and another midfielder. We could even go to a next level and win again. But hey, this is comedy. This is delusion, right? All you guys, when we win the league, every single one of you guys are going to be happy, and you're not going to be sitting here talking about, oh, well,
they're not going to be happy, bro. They're not all going to be happy. Trust me. Some are still going to be.
Some of them will find a way. It's
right,
true.
yeah.
Some of them will find a way.
I get rival fans.
Name names,
I understand rival fans
happy,
being
bro.
pessimistic.
You want me to name names? I'll
Hey,
name
let me
names,
give you
bro.
a scenario though. Let me give you a scenario.
Don't
Dan,
test me, bro.
say we win the Premier League in May and we've got a Champions League final, right? And then we lose the Champions League final.
Dan, you gotta let Stricto name names first, bro. You gotta let him name names first.
Wallahi, I can already tell.
No, I get what Dan was saying. I hear what Dan was saying.
Arteta's going to win the league, and there's still going to be people saying, I still want him sacked. I'm telling you, because they have such a big.
Yeah, there will be, but we need to win the league first. But there will be that. But that's.
But what happens? What happens, D? If we win the Premier League and then it comes to May and we have a bad performance in the Champions League and we lose it, then there will be people saying he's got to go. He can't win the Champions League.
I'm sick and tired of some of you guys, man. Honestly,
yeah, idiots
just
will
enjoy
be saying
the
that,
team.
Dan. Come on,
just
man.
enjoy
Idiots, yeah, 100%. But there are idiots.
Just enjoy the team.
True.
Just enjoy the season. We're gonna win the league.
Have we not been, Egal?
And potentially we have the next great manager in our team already. When we finally start winning trophies, similar to how Harry Kane was finally rated after he won a league title, you guys are gonna finally rate Mikel Arteta on that level. And people are saying I'm getting carried away. I am genuinely serious. You guys don't know what we're capable of yet. This team hasn't even clicked. We've just been fighting fires.
Wait, what are we
fires.
capable of? What do you think we're capable of?
We have been fighting fires from week 1. We've not even seen this team click into full gear.
Yeah, but when you say
wait until
there's
levels to go. There's levels to go. You wait.
Yeah.
You wait until you see Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, Madueke.
6 years and £1 billion. It's about time, Egal, isn't it?
All you people acting like some of you fans within the own fan base and people in the chat, I'm talking to you. You act like this is
No,
this
exactly.
club.
You
act
give
like
it
tell him, bro.
6
like
years and £1 billion, and he's finally
you
getting
act
it
like you're a
together.
rival.
Tell him, my brother.
You sit here,
That's
you
what
sit here and
I'm
say,
forced
be
to say that
humble.
about the
Sit here,
£1
be
billion.
humble. Shut your mouth with the be humble.
Yes, Egal.
No,
Yeah.
When we're finally
brilliant.
looking like we're a serious team, we have no holes. Defensively, we're one of the
finally
best.
looking like a
Midfield, we're
serious
there.
team.
Why are you guys
Finally.
sitting here saying, "Oh my God, let's be humble. It's one game at a time." Yes, it's one game at a time. But if we see Arsenal go slap up the next opponent, we see Arsenal go slap up the opponent after that, and we keep seeing Liverpool and City drop points. At what point are you guys going to be like, you know what? The league is ours to take. Let's go wrap this thing up and let's go focus on the next trophy. And you want to know something? Unlike you guys, I don't care what team we play in the Carabao Cup. I just want us to continue to keep the good times rolling, keep the momentum rolling. If it means play whoever you play them as long as nobody gets injured. We're good. Lovely jubbly.
Drop the
Mic
mic.
drop moment.
Drop the
Kill him,
mic.
Egal.
Well done, bro.
Well done, Egal. Well done.
Come on,
Listen,
DJB and Kenny.
let me-
We need a round of
There you
applause.
go.
Bro, I hope
Let's
you're
let-
right.
let's
On
let
your
the
word,
lads
Egal.
have-
Well done.
On your word.
Let's let the lads have a say, man. Let's let the
Well
lads have a
done,
say.
the guy.
as
Well done,
Big
Egal.
up to you, Egal. Every
Bro,
time.
he's
big up.
waited months for that. He's waited months
Yeah.
for that.
He has, man. He has. He's waited a long time for that, man. Big
Did you
up
have
to
that
you,
written
Egal.
down?
You keep doing your thing, man. You keep doing your thing, Egal. Let me bring Dan in because Dan was kind of like standing ovation there when Egal was talking. So, what are you telling me, Dan? Are you in full agreement? Do you think there's no way we can't win this league? We're gonna for the next year. We're gonna dominate. I see you clipped up earlier with Don on the terrace. I ain't watched it yet, but I know you and Don. That would have been fun, by the way, because Don definitely wouldn't have been agreeing with you. Let me tell you that now. So,
Yeah,
what are you saying, bro?
Listen, with Don, when I first went on a show with him, I told him that we finished 15 points above them minimum. And I guaranteed it. And here we are, we're 8 points above them, 9 games in. With this Arsenal team, I just echo everything Egal says. I've watched this team. I've watched them, and they got better and better every single season, bar last season, which was due to, we all know it was down to the injuries, right? But fair enough. And in the Champions League, we did progress. We've gone from the quarters to the semis. This year, God willing, it's going to be the final. But with the Premier League, I feel like this team, because of the age of this team, you think about it, Saka's not even in his prime yet. Martinelli is not in his prime yet. All right, Trossard's a bit older. Jokeridze is at the prime age right now. But the defense, Gabriel's going to be there for another 5 years. Saliba could be there for another 10 years. Skelly, Calafiori, the age of this team. This is not a team. You look at Liverpool last year, right? They had a Mo Salah at 32, 33. We knew there's going to be a season where he's going to drop, inevitably, because of his age. Same with Van Dijk. But this team, we're not going to be thinking about that this season. How many players do we have that are over 30? This team's only going to get better. Like Egal says, there's another gear. And I think we need to just enjoy this ride. Because Mikel Arteta, I agree. I don't see a better manager than Mikel Arteta. Tactically, I think he's phenomenal. He's finding other ways to win. He can play in a variety of different ways. I think we are witnessing greatness. And Arsene Wenger never won a back-to-back title. George Graham never won a back-to-back title. It was only Herbert Chapman in the 1930s. And I know, look, we've got to get the first one over the line. But if we do win this Premier League, when we do, I think we'll be heavy favourites for the next season as well. And if he can go and win back-to-back Premier League titles and a Champions League, let's say in the next 3 or 4 years, does he go down as the greatest manager in Arsenal's history? Does he? Because as great as Arsene Wenger was, and I was his biggest fan, he never won the Champions League, and even the Invincibles, really, they probably underachieved a bit. They should have won a Champions League. That team of 2002, they didn't quite do it in Europe. In '98, I think we went out in the group stages. So I think Arteta, listen, he's only going to get the credit when he wins it. But I've seen this coming for a long time. Going to the Emirates, seeing the team, the unity, the man has united this team. In his first ever interview, he said it was all about connecting with the fans again. And you feel it at the Emirates. There's a totally different atmosphere. And people forget just how toxic it was. 20,000 or 25,000 fans, Frankfurt, walking out the stadiums. It was horrible. It was the worst time to be an Arsenal fan. And now it's the best time. I think we all got to unite together now as fans and listen, enjoy the journey, man. Because look, some people you might want to wait until you know it's mathematically impossible. You got idiots in here saying about they wouldn't trust Arteta even if we're 20 points clear. It's just stupid. There's wild statements. There's people coming on my streams and I have to ask them, what would Arteta have to do? What if he won the Champions League and Premier League? And they said they still want him out. So there's clearly a lot of agendas and it will piss some people off. On the stream I was on today, Aaron was meant to be on it and he wasn't there. LB was meant to be on it and he wasn't there. Man City fan. So look, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I look, the term flip-flop, I think you can change. Stricto said it. He changed. I think it's all right to change. It's all right to turn around now and go, you know what? It looks like Arteta's. It's all right.
That's a slider,
it's all right.
bruv. That's a slider, bruv. That's not a flip-flop Strict. That's a slider.
It's all
bruv.
right. It looks like Arteta's going to do the business. You know, it's there's nothing wrong in saying that. If we finish,
Dan,
if
what
we
they're not ready for? They're not ready
Go
for
on.
the conversation. Arteta's top 2 in the league and probably top 5 in the world. They're not ready for that.
You already
Yeah,
think that.
I
though.
agree.
They're not ready for that conversation.
You already think that. He doesn't
Because
have to
if
win
we
anything.
finish
You
10
already
points
think
off the top,
You
I
already
would be
think
like,
that.
you know what? I've got it wrong with Arteta.
If
we-
got
if
to calm
we-
down. Listen, I'm normally on you lot's team, but we have got to calm down, bro. Man are talking about greatness before it's happened, but that's like we have like listen, we all believe that I'm an Arteta. I believe Arteta can win the league, and I believe this team. I'm a top gunner like you lot.
This
But-
team's
but
not going
D,
anywhere,
sorry,
though, is it?
Before you go
But
off, I just want to say,
what I'm saying is we can't.
these
we can't
guys
start-
are saying could be. No one is saying is. This is all
But
could
what
be.
I'm saying is we can't start. No, we're not saying that because we can't start talking about greatness and all of that yet. We've not won anything yet.
No
We've
one's
not won
saying they
anything.
are great
years.
now. This is the thing. People are saying they could be. They have the
But we're having-
potential to be.
Yeah, but
No
what
one
I'm
is saying
saying
they
is
are the
everyone has.
greatest and the
you
best
can
ever.
say that-
D.
Oh, wait, let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. You can say that about everyone has the potential to be. How many players have the potential to be great? You can say that about everybody.
But you have to admit,
you
this
can't-
team is set up to.
But you have to be in a
do great
position.
things.
No,
If
but
this
we
team
are
goes
in the
and wins the
we are-
Prem this
listen,
year,
we're-
wins the
we
Prem
are in
next
the
year.
position. What do you mean win the Prem this year? Win the Prem next year? Win 2 Champions League? Win 5? What are you saying?
We're seeing
right.
potential in this
All
team.
right,
Can we
D.
not talk and
What, to
believe
win-
in our
to
team
win-
about
to
the
win back
D,
to
let
back
me
Champions
explain it
League?
to you in the easiest way. Erling Haaland potentially is going to be one of the best in Premier League history. You can already
He's
say
proved
that.
it though.
No. He hasn't gotten there yet. He hasn't broke all these records.
He broke the
hasn't-
goal scoring
he
record. He
hasn't-
broke the goal scoring record.
No. Same thing you're doing with Arsenal. We haven't won the league. We haven't done this. We haven't done that. Erling Haaland still hasn't even passed Harry Kane, so he can't say that. But guess what?
What are you
You
talking
can
about? Well,
see
I'm
it with
confused.
your
I'm
eyes.
confused. What you mean? What are you talking about?
My point is, you can see where the trajectory of Erling Haaland's career is going if he stays at Man City for the next 10 years. So you could also see with Arsenal the trajectory of this project and this team. Right now, we're the man digging, and there's diamonds everywhere. We just need to strike.